This podcast is a Radio Mike original production. Head to radiomike.com.au to find out more. This episode of Harry Potter and the Boys is brought to you by Radio Mike on Patreon and the 20th Century Boy podcast. Head to patreon.com/Radio Mike and for as little as $1 a month, get a bonus podcast every week. And search 20th Century Boy on your favorite podcast app to hear more from me every week. 50 years after the final Harry Potter book, Harry Potter is now headmaster of Hogwarts, ready to usher in a brand new generation of witches and wizards. My name's Radio Mike, and I love Harry Potter. In fact, I love Harry Potter so much that when I was a kid, I wrote a series of 7 Harry Potter fan fiction novels. This is book 2 in that series. Welcome to Harry Potter and the Team Wizard Tournament. Hello, Hamoras, everyone. Welcome to Harry Potter and the Boys, a fan fiction podcast by me, Radio Mike. This is Book 2, Harry Potter and the Team Wizard Tournament, and I am joined by our favourite guest, Sammy Garlepp.
Rock Jai singer.
No, it's you. Welcome
me.
back.
Wow, thank you. Mike, thank you so much for having me back.
I think the fans have missed you.
Do you think?
Yeah.
You haven't heard anything, but you're like, look, maybe I have.
So many people like you and Sammy, best chemistry. You guys, the stuff at the start is amazing.
Oh, yeah. And I should stop sending you all those messages.
What messages?
how amazing we are. Every other guest, I'm like, bring back Sammy.
Yeah,
Sammy's
all
so
the reviews,
good.
not listening now that Sammy's not on the show, decided to duck out.
I've got so many burner accounts, I can't keep up.
Right, so they're all you.
Yeah. So keep sending them in.
Even people that like have previously messaged me about different things, they're still just you.
Yeah, I'm just over at Amy's house.
Amy,
with a,
the official
gun to her head.
Yeah.
You better say something nice about me. I found you.
It is good to have you back. We had a few weeks of no Sam. Yeah. And, they were great.
They were great.
But, it's good to have Sam back because you get the show a lot.
Yeah, I know. I'm love that I'm back. I mean, I haven't been here a number of weeks, so I imagine the book's going really well. It's progressed a lot. We're obviously a few chapters into the Team Wizard Tournament, and they've talked about it a lot.
No, the Team Wizard Tournament is yet to be mentioned on the show.
It's still not to be mentioned.
Still not mentioned. And you're up to date on the pot. You were. That was just a joke.
Just a little bit of a joke at the top. I am up to date. I absolutely loved last week's episode of Nearly Dickless Ned.
Amazing.
It's probably because as soon as I saw the title, I was just like waiting for that scene of nearly dickless. How can you be nearly dickless? And I was like,
this?
I was like, surely they won't actually do it. And then they did.
But imagine that, your dick just hanging on by one strand.
I don't have to, mate. It's a reality for some of us. So
next question. No, we should quickly though. Since you're here, saw your comedy show at the Melbourne International Comedy Festival on Friday. So good. Even has a bunch of Harry Potter based stuff on it.
Yeah, thanks. Well, I literally, fans of the show, I wrote one of the Harry Potter songs that I did on one of the last ones I was on.
Yeah. Lily, Harry's mum's.
Yeah, Harry's mum. I wrote that in a few hours before I came on. And then I was like, oh, this is good. And then I kind of worked on it, and now that's in the show. So thanks for this podcast.
And so we will talk a bit more about your comedy show. One thing is you asked me to help you of rewrite some of the lines in that song, make it funnier. They call it in the industry. We both worked on the TV show The 100, which is finished now. They added that job. It was called, it's a punch-up writer. Yeah. You're punching up the script, trying to add in little jokes. So, Sam sends the song over to me. Hey, punch the script up. I punch it up. And what do I find on the day when I'm at the show? None of my lines make it in. Got a text back from Sam. Great work, mate. Oh, those ideas are so good, so funny. I get to the fucking show. I'm sitting next to a few people. I want to nudge and be like, I wrote that. I get there. None of my stuff. In fact, I don't think you changed anything.
Look, and I know you're upset about that, but I thought asking the front of house for a refund was a bit too far. No, I did ask you for your help on that, which was great. And I think what that showed to me, I thought these are a lot of great ideas, but obviously, I've made it as funny as it can be. Yeah. And there's no, these ideas are great.
Songs have a finite length, don't they? You could just keep going forever on that song.
You did write some really funny lyrics that just couldn't fit in with the story arc of the song.
Because I had a great lyric, which was something along the lines of,
because Snape was wishing he had a kid with Lily, so he was saying to Harry.
Yeah. And the song is Stacey's mum, but it's Harry's mum. Yeah. And great line.
Yeah, I think he said, how I wish that you had come from my car, come from my cum. And that would have been, I still think that's very funny.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I don't know if it was the verse, though. I thought it was the end of the verse where it's like, and how I wish that you'd come from my cum, Harry's mum. Something like that.
Yeah, okay.
It could have been either. It works on many levels at any point of the song, really.
So anyway, I feel like you should just release your own, or we do a full length version.
Yeah.
Of Harry's mum.
Yeah.
We record it. We have the extended deluxe version.
Harry's mum, Snape's cum.
Harry's mum, Snape's cum. It has been going great.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Had a really good time. Really good crowd. How many more shows? Because this comes out on Thursday.
Yeah, so then I'll have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Great.
So get your tickets straight away because they're filling up.
If you're in Melbourne and you like this podcast, grab a ticket when this is out. They're not even that expensive.
No, they're not.
Did I pay? Yeah, I paid for one.
I did
pay for one. They're like $25 or something.
Yeah. Get a group of 6, $20.
Yeah, bring some mates. It's a really good venue as well. There's a great rooftop bar. Go to the show.
Mike got really drunk.
I got really drunk after and ended up getting 40 McNuggets from the local McDonald's.
Which is almost, it was 40% of your 100 nug challenge.
Yeah, I did 54. So I nearly did it again.
By accident. You forgot to get drunk before you did it for the podcast.
I know. And then, get a ticket, go have some drinks. Like, it was actually honestly, it was a really good night in the city. Great entertainment, awesome fun.
Thanks, man.
So well done, man.
Thank you very much. And if you hear this podcast before it comes out, come to those shows because there's...
Well, only I will. But yeah, Harry Potter and the Boys though.
So yeah, Harry Potter and the Boys. I have more to say about last week's.
Yeah.
Even further than that, is the guy still writing in about getting Stephen Fry on? Did you ask about...
There was... On the Our Post episodes, which are bonus episodes, someone's like, hey, Mike, you should get like Stephen Fry. And I'm like, yes, we should get... we'd love to have fucking everyone on. I'd love to have JK on.
Yeah. Stephen Fry actually said yes for today, but Mike was like, no, Sammy's available.
Yeah.
We'll bump him. You've got to be loyal to, where you came from.
And you know what? I always say this I still do, but it's on hiatus. When I was producing Willosophy, Will Anderson's interview podcast, he always said, we got to be ambitious. We got to get out there. We've got to go for the big guests. If Seth Rogen's coming out, we've got to at least try and get him. If whoever it is, any rock star, any big musician, we've at least got to try. Be ambitious with your guests. God. You might not get them, and we're going to be ambitious. We're going to try for Stephen Fry.
That's it.
Yeah.
Whoever's out, Zac Efron, he's around.
We could get him.
But would he like it? We don't know.
We don't know. It's not our problem.
My other thing was, anyway, love producer Pat, loved last week's episode.
Yeah, but he doesn't listen to this podcast, so you don't have to say that.
Oh, great. Well, okay. Then that
hate producer Pat.
That really gets me into my next bit really easily then. Because the fact that, I'm sure everyone's with me, the fact that he said masturbate instead of masturbate.
Unironically.
And he actually thinks that's how... The only people that pronounce it masturbate are psychotic.
And you know what? The house ghosts probably do.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, excuse me, Dumbledore. I've just been masturbating.
But I think that the people who say masturbate are the ones that have really weird wanking things. Like I am picturing now Pat when he goes to masturbate has a little cupboard and he puts on a top hat and a monocle and like silk gloves and just goes ham.
Yes, I'm masturbating.
I'm masturbating. Oh, God.
Sorry, Mum. I'll be done for dinner shortly. I'm just masturbating.
He comes out. Why are you wearing that top hat? Oh God, how embarrassing!
What are you doing tonight, Pat? Oh, I'm just masturbating. let us know. I mean, there's some recurring questions on the show. The first one, which we are yet to get any answers for, is have you ever had your boobs signed?
Really, no one's written in.
Last episode, I just asked all the female listeners of the show to do a thumbs up or thumbs down. Didn't get any. Oh. So
and no one came up to you at my show, because remember we talked about if they came to my show and saw you.
Yeah.
They could ask you
sign their boobs. I wish they did.
Oh, well. Oh, gee whiz.
Would have been a lot of boobs signed that night.
And...
But let us know, are you a masturbator or a masturbator?
Yeah.
I'm a masturbator.
Me too.
Yeah. What were you going to say?
I don't know. I think we should probably get in the fanfic.
We'll get into the fanfic. All right, so let's get the laptop, the official laptop that contains the fanfic. I believe we're up to chapter 9. All the things that
Mike masturbates to.
All of them. Every single one of them.
So my hands on that laptop.
Chapter 9 is where we're at. Now, we left off, I believe last chapter was... it was Nearly Dickless Ned, where we got a little bit of... maybe plot development.
But what happened?
So there was Nearly Dickless Ned. We found out, his dick was chopped off by a boy at Hogwarts who was chopping a lot of people's dicks off back in the day.
Yeah, public-private schools. Public-private schools? I meant Catholic private schools.
And then that guy's name was Clownish Kim Jiri. They used to call him the Clownish Kim Jiri. So
why are they calling that, I wonder?
Maybe he's a psychotic masturbator.
That's quite true.
So that's kind of where we're at. And it ended with the feast ending and the boys, I think, maybe going back to their dormitories or something like that. Hagrid stood up and the entire Great Hall shook violently like an earthquake. So I loved this at the end. Several students started crying and one called his mum. And she said she had work, so she can't pick him up. Which is so classic. Like,
it seems like that just happened to you that day.
Yeah, at school when you hit your head or something and the school calls your mum and your mum's like, Michael, I've got work. I can't come and pick you up.
Do you know how often, especially up until grade 6, that I did that?
Really?
I'd be like, I'm going to the sick bay. And because mum, even if we were sick, when we were younger, you wouldn't do this in COVID times. When we were sick, mum's like, nah, I've got what? Nah.
Yeah.
Like she would never let us stay home sick. But then the way to do it was I just get to school and then wait about 45 minutes, then go, Miss, I'm feeling sick. And they'd get you the sick bay and then they'd call your mum.
Was this at our high school or like?
I did do it at, our school in year 5 and 6. Did that a couple of times. But
sick bay was so good. It's just like there's a bedroom at the school. Like,
so weird though.
Just chilling.
I do remember when I literally, I think I fractured my ankle when I was in grade 4. And they called my mum and it happened at recess.
Yeah.
And mum's like, oh, yeah, I'll get there when I can. I'm not kidding. I still didn't get picked up till after school. And I sat there.
Just the usual time.
Because then they didn't leave me in the sick bay. They're like, oh, well, your mum's coming. So they left me outside the outside the office, which everyone walks past for lunch, right?
Yeah.
So I just
stood there for hours.
For hours, my ankle throbbing, and everyone's going to lunch. Oh, Sam, you're still here. Yep. They come back into lunch. They're all laughing.
You might as well have taken the train home.
Yeah. And it wasn't until after school, like mum got me and then the bell went.
Yeah.
And also, embarrassingly, one of the teachers had to carry me out.
Oh, that's cute. Which, do I know the teacher? Oh, no, this was at your other school. Yeah. All right, well, let's start.
Do you know Mr. Gardner from my old school?
No.
Terry Gardner?
No. Shout out to Tez.
He's a legend. Let's read this Harry Potter thing.
Let's read the fanfic. We are up to chapter 9. Sam, as always, we begin by reading the title of the chapter, which is...
Chapter 9, A Stiff Conversation. I like that.
Who knows what we're in for?
I know. It probably doesn't mean anything sexual.
No.
All right. Here we go.
Okay.
The boys exited the Great Hall at the end of the feast and went to bed on the orders of Harry Potter, who said, anyone who doesn't go to their dormitory right now and go straight to sleep will have to go into the Forbidden Forest with Neville to feed the centaurs who will randomly kill 3 of you. Go.
And this, we've been here. The psychotic nature of Harry continues. It's like he's mentally just not there.
No.
Yeah.
But I like that he's like, what kind of punishment we can do? I don't know. We'll go to that. And the centaurs, they will kill 3 of you. They just always do that.
And you just got to imagine one of the kids goes home and it's like, oh, Harry Potter sent a bunch of kids to the forest and three of them randomly got selected to be slaughtered by the centaurs. Well, and that's why you got to behave at school, guys.
Exactly. That's what my mum would say. She's like, well, what did you do? What did you do to piss them off?
It's your fault.
What did you do to make the teacher? I'm like, oh no, teachers can actually hate you.
Especially at our school, I felt like a lot of the teachers were really like deceptive when giving detentions and stuff. Like, for example, a whole class would get like a Friday detention where you get a note sent home, right? A whole class. And they would put on the detention specifically your name and like disruptive behavior. And then your parents were like, what did you do? And it's like, well, the whole class got a detention. It wasn't like me specifically.
I know, but then they never believe you.
They never believe you.
Yeah. Oh, God. I mean, often it was me, but I still was annoyed Mum didn't believe me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, that's a horrific start to the chapter.
One boy put his hand up and asked to go to the toilet. And Harry Potter said, Neville, take this one to the forest. Make sure he's the one who's randomly killed.
So, not really random.
It's not really random.
3 of you will be randomly killed, and it will be you, and you. Off you go.
I'm going to take my jumper off. I'm wearing a jumper.
It does get warm in this
studio.
Makeshift studio. I'll open the door so we get some air in.
It's really hot.
Sorry,
it's actually,
man.
We're actually doing strip podcasting. Every time you read a funny, hilarious line, you remove an item of clothing.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Poor boy getting killed.
I love that. Like, choose the one. It's random, but make sure it's this one. Yeah.
And he's just like, I've just got to use the bathroom. Neville, take him to the forest. Make sure he's killed.
Yeah, exactly. He's not even actually trying to disobey. No worries, Harry, said Neville. I'm jealous of you. And you often do say that to your peers.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, nice to see you. I'm really jealous of you.
Yeah, it's like Tim McDonald went to our school. Yep. We went to school with him. He's now hosting a TV show, a comedy show on Channel 10. Yep. Is wildly successful and famous. And it's like
I also work for that show.
You work for the show, yeah, but you're not the front-facing one, right? So it's like me. I saw Tim the other night. It's like, Tim, how are you? I'm jealous of you, mate. I'm jealous of you. You're more successful than me, and I'm jealous of you. Which is true, but you wouldn't fucking say it. It'd be embarrassing.
Oh, I really humbled him that night because Tim came to film. Like he's got gear and he knows what to do. So he's like, look, I'll film your show for you. And he really, I don't think wanted to do it. And there was a bit of fuss. And it was just like, it's just funny. No, there was just like all the tech stuff wasn't working. It was just funny because like he is this big TV host, and I'm like, hey mate, can you come into my little comedy show and you can film it and deal with and get yelled at by front of house staff?
And also, I'm jealous of you, mate.
And I'm jealous of you.
So, but the thing that Neville's saying this, it's true. Like, it's just like
because Neville's shit.
Yeah,
he did one good
thing.
Neville sucks.
No
worries, Harry, said Neville. I'm jealous of you. You're a better wizard than me, and there are rumors circulating around the school that I have bad body odor.
Hey, I've heard this rumor that Neville has bad body odor. No, that's not a rumor. He does.
That's true. And especially someone like, I love that then someone whispering it to Neville that, hey, I heard Neville's got really bad body odor. I'm Neville.
No, he doesn't.
Well, have you heard that?
No, there must be another Neville.
Yeah. Neville Short Bottom. Or would he be Neville Short Dick?
No,
opposite of bottom.
No, the opposite of bottom is top. He'd be Neville Short Top.
Okay, whatever you say, mate.
It's my
your podcast and your book. It's your book. No, it's your universe. We're just living in it. That I have bad body odor. What's that disgusting smell? Said Harry.
So far, no purpose to this chapter.
No. And Harry's directly talking to Harry, but then Harry chooses not to address him and just said, what's that disgusting smell? Okay.
I'm going to take my jumper off.
Now, one funny line, now Mike's stripping off. We really chose the wrong one to not film. Because
I know, there's lots of sexy boys.
Yeah. The Jim Wilkins Choir sang a song as the students were exiting the hall. Oh, here we go.
Okay, so we
haven't heard this one yet. Ring, ring, ring with the trolley. Clang, clang, clang with the bell. It's time for everyone to go to bed now and hopefully have some good dreams as well.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's actually...
So like the Jim Wilkins choir.
Please, the James Wilkins choir was my father.
You can call me Jim. The James Wilkins ensemble. Yeah, so far, you know, Hogwarts presumably has hired a choir to just add festivities to events, and they have one song which is the wrong words to a Judy Garland song from The Sound of Music.
It's not in The Sound of Music.
Oh, well, what? It's from, I think so. That's what the guy from, that's what Bevo from 1001 Songs That Make You Want to Die said. Clang, clang, clang with the trolley. Ring, ring, ring with the bell. It's
Really?
Judy Garland. Yeah. Why is this so unbelievable?
Because The Sound of Music is more like... I know there's more than one song. It was like, the hills are alive with the sound of...
Sung it in the senior vocal ensemble.
Yeah, we did, actually. We really did.
More on that to come. Keep your ears open, guys.
So, but I also like that like, I thought with the Jim Wilkins choir was evil, but then they just sung like a very nice...
Yeah. Like, they want the whole school to have sweet dreams. And, like, when you think about it, like, what is the purpose of the Jim Wilkins choir? Like, imagine you're at school and, like, you know, the principal goes up and is like, oh, hey, all right, guys, back to class. And then there's just, like, this group of 50 men that are like, time to go back to class now. Everybody go back to class.
Like, it's just really funny because you'd be walking out of the hall that's like, and like just making awkward eye contact with these guys who are singing really like, clicking and they're dancing.
They're
and
just
you're like,
singing what we have to do.
yeah, and you're just walking out like, oh, thanks, man.
That's
Keep
what
it up.
this is.
It's so bad. It'd be so awkward. But I imagine that we would, if it was our school, we'd be in that.
Yeah. Do you remember at our school, at the assemblies, it'd be like there would be an opening hymn to assembly, like, oh, today's hymn is Christ Be Our Light. Yeah. And then like two of the choir boys would have to sing in front of the whole school, Christ Be Our Light.
Yes.
Never had to do it.
Really?
So happy. Yeah, never.
I reckon I did it once or twice in the end. Just
you did?
I was just like, you know what?
Live a little.
Yeah, I was already up the front doing stuff.
Yeah. But it was always like lame songs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because if it was Christ Be Our Light or Be Not Afraid, are they the same one?
I don't know, Be Not Afraid.
Be
that sounds like a Star Wars.
Afraid, I go before you always.
Yeah, I do know this.
Follow me.
Some of the Catholic
rude
hymns
as well. You know, I go before you, or like after you. Yeah, well, I go before you.
No, it's more like come. It's Jesus saying, because we went to a Catholic school. It's Jesus being like, come, follow me.
Yeah, but it says, be not afraid, I go before you always.
Yeah, but it's him leading them. Not that we care about Jesus, guys. But anyway,
right. Anyway,
I'm sure he'll show up in
Mike
this.
and I go through these memories because we weren't in the same year level. We weren't mates at school.
No.
So when we do this, we're not.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Anyway, send in your favorite hymn.
Yeah.
Mine's Christ Be Our Light. Christ be our light. Shine in our hearts. Shine through the darkness.
And, you know, I reckon we change Christ to something else and then you've got a banger on your hands.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We'll think of that later.
Okay. The boys couldn't fault the Jim Wilkins choir.
Oh.
They knew they must be evil if they were working with Mr. Charger, but the music was fun, musical, and tempo. Doesn't make sense
because tempo is like, you know, the speed, I guess, of a song. So their music was tempo. Like, I guess you could say it had tempo, but all music does.
Exactly. There's no tempo. Yeah, everything has tempo.
So this is like me being
Christ
like,
Be Our Light has tempo. It's a slow tempo.
Harry's mum has tempo.
That's it.
This is me being like, what are three descriptive musical terms? Fun, musical, and tempo.
Like, you can up the tempo, but you can't just have tempo.
They were fun, musical, and high tempo.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Yep, that'd be good. Okay. They were cheerful and good influences on the school so far. Maybe they were overthinking it. They weren't. The narrator. Sorry, the narrator.
It's like a little note the narrator's left, basically.
But we're already reading as the narrator. But then the narrator has put his own comment in brackets. They weren't from the narrator.
Well, it's they weren't hyphen the narrator.
narrator.
Maybe it's actually they weren't the narrator. Just in case we thought that Jim Wilkins Squire was narrating the book. Could be that.
No, it could be that. It wasn't. The boys returned to the Gryffindor common room and saw a boy wearing a different uniform with what looked like a pet dingo of some sort.
Oh, and that was wasn't there another chapter where there was a boy wearing a green uniform with a yellow wolf or something?
I don't remember.
Okay, well, let's read on. Let's turn the page.
Pet dingo of some sort. But they decided not to speak to him because he isn't important until one of the future chapters of the book.
See, J.K. Rowling just did this. Harry meets Malfoy in the books at Madame Malkin's robe shop. But she doesn't go, now this boy will become very important as the books go on.
Yeah, she's like a small blonde boy and his father. Like, we won't, but don't worry about them until later.
Yeah.
Seriously, put this character out of your mind for now. In a couple chapters, you'll learn everything you need to know about him, but not now. Right now, we're doing something else. Forget about this student. Sorry, keep going. Hey, remember that student in the different uniform at the pet dingo?
So is this him, like, the narrator, like, baiting you to be like, oh, yeah, I do. Nah, remember?
No. So remember that student in the pet dingo? Okay, if you said yes, then you need to stop reading the book because I literally told you to forget about him as he'll come up later. Do what I say. I'm the narrator. Jesus Christ, only a mother could love it. What? Oh my God.
Wow, it's an abusive narrator.
Jesus Christ, only a mother could love it. It just feels like that doesn't quite actually apply right there. Yeah. But you've just heard that.
I think he's saying only a mother could love someone as stupid as you.
I do, yes, which I understand.
But it doesn't really fit, does it?
No.
Anyway, only a mother could love this writing.
Love this. Okay. Who's that guy? Said Michael. They just said they're not going to talk to him.
Well, the narrator said that, but we're dealing with the the ambiguity of like, can the boys hear the narrator? Do they have free will, or are they directed by whatever the narrator says?
We're now seeing them break, the mold of what the narrator. This is like Neo in the Matrix. He suddenly starts doing what they're not.
Yeah, they're living in a simulation.
Oh my God!
Take the blue pill. Is it take the red pill? Take the red pill.
Takes one. He takes a pill.
Take a pill.
He takes a pill.
Take a pinger.
That's essentially what it was. Who's that guy? Said Michael. Maybe we should talk to him and find out more. Oh, I'd forgotten how to scroll. Maybe we should talk to him and find out more about him, said Rob. No, you shouldn't. That's the narrator.
So the narrator can speak directly to his own characters. Because this is like, there's so many levels here because the narrator is a character in the book, but he's also narrating the book. But I wonder
have you seen Into the Woods, the musical?
No, the fantasy musical.
Musical. Really weird. But the narrator, I think the narrator becomes a character in the second act. Like they're sitting at the front.
Right, yeah.
Or maybe that's just a play.
I watched this movie because Ryan Shelton kind of likened this book to it when he came on the show. And I talked about it in the Outpost this week. Stranger Than Fiction with Will Ferrell, where his life is being narrated by a woman. But then I didn't get... Have you seen it?
I've seen it like 10 years ago.
Yeah, but I didn't get it because the woman narrating it is an author in the same world as him who's writing a book. But it's like... But he's not... He's a real... Anyway, it was really weird. It was interesting.
Ryan... Enough with your recommendations.
No more.
Let me be the first to say that. No one wants Stranger Than Fiction. If I am going to recommend a movie, it's going to be The Nutty Professor. Because
a character in this book wrote.
Their dad wrote it.
There was actually a back reference to that in last week's episode.
Yeah, I think there was, yeah. I love The Nutty Professor. Okay. Oh,
gosh. So we still haven't... None of this implies a stiff conversation, which is the title of the chapter.
And, I should have predicted... I feel like we just think that what's going to happen is someone's going to be having a conversation with someone and they'll just have a massive boner.
Or last chapter we had Derrick saying, can you get a stiffy to Nearly Dickless Ned? It could be to do with that. Don't know. Well, I'm sure it'll involve a stiffy at some point,
Didn't someone say... And like, what is a stiffy? I mean, I know, but what's a stiffy again?
that was Dimmy.
Oh,
so tell me, what is a stiffy?
I'm glad he hasn't popped up yet.
You don't like Dimmy, do you?
I reserve the right to comment.
Okay, so...
And I don't.
The narrator says, no, you shouldn't.
You shouldn't go talk to him. Oh, seriously, said Luke? It's you again, the narrator. I seriously don't understand this. Do you control our lives?
Great question, really.
And it's what we're kind of talking about. This is like the stranger than fiction.
Yeah.
Just don't talk to that guy, please. I've got the whole book planned out, and I can't be bothered introducing this guy yet. I have a whole chapter dedicated to him later.
Well, that's good. That's good. He does get his chance to shine.
That actually puts me at ease a bit.
Yeah.
Because I am interested.
Now you're not... Yeah. Now you know you're going to get the payoff for all of this.
So he obviously doesn't control him because he's like, just don't talk to him, please.
Yeah, because they can do it, and then it's actually an inconvenience for the narrator because he has to then rewrite the book.
Yeah, he's like, I've got it all planned out. And then we get to that chapter and I'll be like, oh, you already know this already.
Yeah, because they fucking talked to him.
Oh my God. Fine, said Lockie, unusual angrily. Unusual angrily. Which you should have said Lockie unusually angry.
Yeah.
Or unusually angrily, but...
Unusual angry.
Angrily.
Good band name.
We'll go to bed.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. Hey guys, the random boy said in a stranger accent. Okay.
Ooh. Well, he's got a dingo, so it sounds like he's from Australia.
Hey, guys.
It sounds like he's an exchange student from Australia.
Yeah.
So I think we cracked the code.
I'm really dumb because I just didn't...
And he was wearing a green uniform. That sounds like he's an... It just sounds like there's an Australian student at Hogwarts.
Even though I did assume, like, we're reading The Boys as all... Anyway, whatever. Oh, hang on. Hey, guys, at the random boy in a strange accent. And then just the narrator's text. Nope! In capital letters. I just want to make friends, said the boy to the narrator. Not yet. Anyway, moving on. It's all in capital letters. Then you do just move on. Derrick took Dimmy to the Expelled common room, which was accessible through one of the toilet cubicles. Actually, the Expelled common room was the Chamber of Secrets.
Oh,
okay.
Good for that to get a bounce back.
Yeah. Luckily...
Repurpose this.
You might as well.
Dumbledore must have been like, hey, we've got all this space down here. We might as well put some students down here, you know?
Like, yeah, exactly. Let's use it. Otherwise, it's kind of waste.
Chuck some classrooms. The kids will love it down here. It's so spacious. There's water.
Yeah, well, luckily, the basilisk was dead and was just lying there on the floor, which was an unpleasant sight.
To say the least.
So Dumbledore was like, chuck some students down there. Hey, should we move the basilisk?
Leave it. It's ornamental.
Yeah. Piece of history.
Giant bit of history. The kids will be like, what's that? Oh, well, Harry gets to tell the story of how he was the hero.
Exactly.
Saved the girl.
Okay. So this is where I sleep. Derrick pointed to a nest he had made.
You just imagine Derrick like a pigeon kind of going around the school, pecking at straw and bringing it back to the Chamber of Secrets, building a nest. There's eggs in there.
I'm literally just imagining a bunch of like sticks and newspaper on the cold, wet floor next to the basilisk corpse.
So Harry Potter's like, hey, so it's like, where are we sleeping, Professor Potter? Oh,
just
down here, I guess.
Lots of room. Yeah, but...
There's no beds.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of room. Like, there's a lot of room for beds. There just isn't any.
Budget cuts at the school guys. Sorry about that.
But
sorting out got a pay rise. Blame him.
Oh, I would honestly be like, I'm pretty sure like there's 30 beds in the hospital wing. It's quite big, and they're surely not using it all the time.
Lots of kids get hurt here, guy. Lots of kids go on a sick bay.
So yeah, I'm trying to go home. Their mums are all at work.
Oh God, a nest. He's made a nest.
To point into the nest he had made. And there's coffee and tea over there. And the toilets are just over there. So there's coffee and tea, but there's no beds.
There's a kitchen.
A tea and coffee station. With the little boy, okay. Dimmy looked shocked. Okay. So I'm not even joking about this. My dad was actually a basilisk trainer in the past. He used to do circus tricks with basilisk for a while. Also, I know this is weird, but I kind of have this thing where I can't go to sleep unless I hold hands with someone for a while and cuddle up to them. You cool with that?
You can just read him normally.
I hate doing it. Yeah, I could tell my voice was not good and I didn't want to do it any better. Look, you know, I'm an artist. I got to save my voice for my
God,
show.
so I can't go to sleep unless I
I'm
hold
holding
hands
hands with someone for a while and cuddle up to them. Are you cool with that? I like that he's dropped his facade.
So you know Dimmy, he's it is all a facade. Like he must be so insecure about himself that he makes all this shit up about his dad.
He's probably shit scared looking at this giant basilisk. He's like, oh, well, my dad trained basilisk, so it's all good.
That's his way of coping with whatever trauma he's got.
Circus tricks with basilisks as well, anyway. I know this is weird.
Like, let's go to the circus, guys, where the trainer's doing tricks with basilisks. If you make eye contact with the basilisk, you die.
How is that? Yeah, that'd be horrible.
Oh, God.
So are you cool with that? Derrick looked confused, but held Dimmy's hand.
Oh, that's nice.
That is really nice. Dimmy, said Derrick, do you ever feel like there's something more to life than just being a dumb wizard at a dumb wizard school? Sometimes I feel like I'm being called by something bigger, but then sometimes I feel like I'm just being stupid.
Interesting. Lots of mystery around Derrick, as always.
Yeah. Do you think there's something more to life? That feels like a line from something. But it was from everything. Oh, Derrick, said Dimmy. You're my best friend in the whole world.
They've known each other for like 2 days.
I wouldn't lie to you. You are stupid. Anyway, gotta stop talking. I got a big day ahead of me tomorrow. I'm going on 4 dates with a bunch of different girls, including a Ravenclaw. When did he tee these up? He's just got to the school.
Including a Ravenclaw?
Yes, so who are the other three?
You know, Ravenclaw's infamously hard to get.
Yeah. Well, they're very smart. They're very smart.
Not going to go out with stupid people like you, Derrick.
Yeah, so does that mean, I mean, who are these? So he's going on like, so basically, is he going on 3 days like Hufflepuffs and then he's like, and a Ravenclaw? Like, got these
you know, I mean, the Hufflepuffs are a given, but a Ravenclaw? Bloody hell. You'd never nab a Ravenclaw.
Oh, you're going on dates with girls, said Derrick. Have you had head? Oh my God.
The big question when you're like 14 or 15.
Mike, these are all, yeah, I know. Like, this is so funny because these are just probably conversations you've had or overheard at school.
Have you had it? He's like, wow, you're going, like, Dimmy clearly lying. He's not going on a date with a girl. And then Derrick's like so jealous. He's like, wait, have you had head? Guys, thumbs up, thumbs down if you've had head in the DM.
Have you had head? Is that how you word it as well?
Oh, have you had head?
Oh my God.
Really sexual.
Derrick, said Dimmy, somewhat disgusted, but also sounding confused.
He doesn't know what it is.
I'm 11. Of course I've had head.
This goes back to, this guy at my school around this time. I just you know, he wasn't like necessarily the kind of guy that you would expect would be going out with a lot of girls.
Yeah.
And someone said to him once, hey, have you had head? And he said, I think it was more like, guys, I'm 13. Of course I've had head.
I do love it when it was that age where people would be like, well, fuck, the better thing to do is just make it up. Just make it up. Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I've had sex like 8 times.
And then I remember that because then you just set yourself up for a little bit of a lie. And you're like, oh my God, but I haven't. So now there's a ticking time bomb.
I'm creating a backstory.
Now I have to go and kiss someone. So people think I've kissed someone. And just avoid every conversation where everyone's going to ask you if you've kissed anyone.
Because I guess it's so uncool to be like, nah, I haven't had head. So uncool.
I know, but it's so funny. Like, and it was even like, you know, nah, exactly. I haven't had it. But like, why would you have?
Yeah.
You're still embarrassed.
You're 13.
You're still embarrassed.
That's fine.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
Oh, gosh.
Jesus Christ. So Dimmy says, I'm 11. Of
course I've had head, said Dimmy. Derrick looked disheartened. Also, just checking, what do you think head is? Said Dimmy. Derrick said he didn't want to talk about it and then asked again about whether he thought Nearly Dickless Ned was able to get a stiffy. Then he asked if Nearly Dickless Ned had head.
Nearly dickless Ned getting some nearly dickless head.
Or if he could get head, because he was a ghost. And also because his dick was half chopped off.
Lots of barriers there.
Okay.
You know,
can you get head?
All you want as a ghost is to just get some casual head.
Yeah.
And one, you're a ghost, so you're not even connecting.
It's tough. It is
Two,
tough.
even if you could connect, your dick's half off. So we go back to that question: can you get a stiffy?
He's got it tough. He's got it tough.
And this brings in the title of the chapter: a stiff conversation.
Oh my gosh.
I think we're there.
We're there because I guess it does raise, because look, there are, some people say they have relationships with spirits. There's the movie Ghost.
Oh yeah,
Patrick Swayze.
Yep.
And what's her name? And they basically have a sexual experience. I feel like
The Exorcist.
Yes, that's another one. Yeah,
it's interesting. We don't really explore the sex lives of ghosts in the original Harry Potter.
This reminds me of a song on the Release the Sounds.
Oh, Ghost in My Room.
Ghost in My Room.
Yeah.
Great song.
Where the ghost has to watch him masturbate.
That is a fucking great song.
Check out the album on Spotify, Release the Sounds, me and Jack Post's band.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
Ghost in My Room. There are a lot of great songs.
Thanks, man.
That one just pops into my mind.
I mean, it is such a dilemma for Nearly Dickless Ned.
Sorry, I'm just singing the song. Sorry, I'm just sorry.
I'll put a grab in of it.
I let Mike keep speaking, and then I just started singing but whispering, so I was not paying attention.
And whereas I can come and go, you'll have to sit in some pleasant room. But thinking about what I'll do and what I've done, it can't be much fun being the ghost in my room.
No, it is a dilemma. We do have a dilemma for Nearly Dickless Ned. Like, it'd be a shame if his his dick couldn't get... Anyway.
If he couldn't
Such a dilemma.
And it's hard. It's a really hard sentence to say, because I'm thinking Nearly Headless Nick. I'm saying Nearly Dickless Ned. As if Nearly Dickless Ned had head. That sound like, how many heads would a Nearly Dickless Ned had if a Nearly Dickless Ned could get head?
Yeah. How much head could a Nearly Dickless Ned get if a Nearly Dickless Ned could get head?
Yeah, it's the age-old question.
Yeah.
Okay, said Dimmy. Seriously, Derrick, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but some of the shit you talk about is seriously fucked up. His best friend.
And this is the guy that's like, yeah, my dad was the king of Thailand.
Yeah. If I were you, I'd go get checked out. Because I'm seriously thinking of going up to Harry Potter's office and telling him the stuff you're talking about and just asking for a transfer into Ravenclaw or something.
He seems to love Ravenclaw.
He can't get a transfer.
Harry in third year, it's like, hey, Dumbledore, can I just go like Hufflepuff or something?
I'm like not loving
Gryffindor.
Yeah. Again, at our school, they introduced new houses and people actually could change.
I changed.
Oh, loser.
What were you? Just say the colour.
Green.
Oh, I was originally green, went to light blue.
Ugh.
Yeah, much better house, better facilities.
I bet you didn't even have head. Everyone in Greenhouse had head. Because...
Oh, God.
Sorry. Now I'm just laughing at that. Harry Potter's office. Oh, yeah, he's thinking and telling him all the stuff you're talking about and asking him to transfer into Ravenclaw or something. Because this seriously might not work out if you keep on going about Nearly Dickless Ned having a stiffy. Anyway, get to sleep. My dad said if I don't get 15 hours of sleep every night, I could go crazy and even kill someone.
Just on a school camp. Hey, guys, so just so you know, my mum said if I don't get enough sleep, I could just go crazy and kill someone. So
yeah, like I might murder someone while you're in your tent. So just
stop talking.
I'll just stop talking. And I can't be held liable if that happens.
Because
15
I did
hours
warn
as well.
you. I did warn you. Yeah,
so he's only awake for 9 hours a day.
And presumably it's like 10 o'clock. So is he going to sleep till 3 o'clock and miss all classes? He'll need a special timetable.
Yeah, he might need a bloody time turner. And I don't know about you, but that someone is looking like you right now that he's going to kill. And because I have a pre-existing condition of sleepy chiliitis.
Sleepy chiliitis. It's like if if, gastro was called like poopy pooey-itis. Poopy vomiitis.
Oh, gross.
But it's like, there's a disease that makes you kill people when you haven't slept. What should we call it? Sleepy killiitis?
Self-explanatory. Well, it is. It's better than the ones that they're like, yeah, what's onomatopediosis? You're like, I don't know.
Who knows?
And they're like, yeah.
How do we cure it? We don't even know what it bloody is.
Don't know how to bloody spell it.
Yeah.
It's just when you kill people in your sleep, so sleepy killiitis, which is where you accidentally kill people when you don't get enough sleep. It technically wouldn't even count as murder. Because it's a disease.
It's a disease.
I love that. Derrick started crying.
Oh, what an awful end to the first day at school.
Yeah.
10 chapters in, first day at school
I
still.
know.
And the rest of the year just breezes past.
Did this happen in the last book? It was like, we had all this build up, and then you're like, anyway, not much happened in term 2.
Yeah, term 3 was quiet.
And then now it's term 4. Almost exactly as the boys shut their eyes in the cold, dark quarters of the Chamber of Secrets, the PA announcement sound happened. Like, dum, dum, dum. And Harry Potter's voice...
Excuse this interruptions, teachers and students.
Yes. And Harry Potter's voice came over the PA. I know it's 3 a.m, but I have some important reminders. First of all, just a reminder that Derrick is a disgrace to all wizards. Second of all students immediately come to the Great Hall for an important announcement that I forgot to make earlier that is very important and will change the course of the rest of the book. It's 3 a.m. He's lying in bed. He's like, oh fuck. I forgot to mention that. Should I wait till tomorrow? No. No.
And I wonder if Nearly Dickless Ned can get a stiffy.
But I just also the fact that Derrick now if it's 3 a.m. he's got to get 15 hours in.
I know. He's
he's
missing a few days at this rate.
Yeah. Harry continued. I've had the Jim Wilkins Choir prepare a song about it. Great.
I wonder what it is.
So do you reckon he actually remembered at about 11 p.m? Oh, I forgot. He's like, hey guys, look, I forgot to make
sends an email.
I thought maybe we could do a song about it. When you can have that ready? Look, take us a few hours.
And the choir's like, I mean, can't you just tell the students to meet you in the Great Hall? I think they'll appreciate a song. Yeah. So something original, something tempo.
Couldn't you just say it over the announcement? No.
We'll need a song.
Oh, no, sorry. They sing straight away.
Okay.
So, ring, ring, ring with the trolley. Clang, clang, clang with the bell. Harry has a huge announcement. Come to the Great Hall and we'll tell.
Amazing.
I did a bit of a different ending there.
Yeah, different. Yeah. I don't think the Jim Wilkins Choir would do that.
But it leads a bit of mystery. Derrick, I'm being really serious right now. This is really going to inflame my sleepy colitis. You better get a head start. I'll see you in the Great Hall, said Dimmy. Oh, that's the end of the chapter.
Wow.
So
nothing really happened in that chapter.
Oh, so that really was the stiff conversation. It was about whether Dickless Ned could
get a stiffy.
And if he's had a head. Nothing did happen.
Nothing happened in that chapter.
They went down. They really just went from the Great Hall. Oh no, the boys did see that
the Australian guy.
They weren't allowed to talk to him, so we didn't find anything about it.
What's the next chapter?
Oh yeah, can I do that?
Maybe don't read the title, so don't spoil it. Like you can read it, don't read it out loud, but we'll just look at it, see if we're getting anywhere with the story. I've just read the title.
Oh my god.
It's a good title.
Yeah.
Get ready for next week.
If you heard me gasp on the pod, that was a real gasp.
That was real.
No acting.
No acting.
Because I'm shit at acting. So that was, it's real.
I guess, I was going to say, what do you think the announcement is? But it's kind of revealed by the next chapter title.
Well, it could be, but it could be about anything. It could be anything. It could be, they could be announcing something about Nearly Dickless Ned. Yes, he has had head. I just remembered.
It seems that there is a lot of discussion around the school about a certain house ghost and his ability to get an erection, and we're here to put an end to
I know it's 3:30 in the morning, but
I had to tell you.
Nearly Dickless Ned, if you could take it away.
Do you reckon... So, here's a question. Nearly Dickless Ned, one-off character or important character? It's really hard to tell, isn't it?
It is hard to tell. I hope he stays in there,
because
I would like to see, in the same ilk as like the centaur waving in the last book. at the end of the chapter. I would like to see at the end, they're all like, and everyone was happy, and then and they saw all the smiling faces of all their friends and family. And nearly Dickless Ned was there with his dick hanging out.
Nearly
the end.
No, is this like on the train platform?
Yeah,
home?
yeah.
I'd love the boys all waved at Hagrid from the train, and deep in the corner of their eyes, they notice a ghostly figure being sucked off on the platform. I'd love for that to be the end.
Oh, I love it because as they're moving and they're waving at all the people on the platform, but then like right at the end of the train platform, which is where all the dodgy stuff happens, they're waving like wow, and then right in like, and it goes right past. They're like, did we just?
Is he
just getting sucked off?
Guys, my sleepy kiliitis is acting up again. Any predictions? Any predictions?
I don't know. I wonder if Derrick will literally kill someone in the next chapter. Not Derrick.
Do you still hate Dimmy?
I still kind of hate Dimmy, but also he's quite funny.
Okay, so you hate him as a person, but not as a literary device.
I hate doing the voice.
Okay, well, don't do the voice. Just talk him normally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That it's so funny that we keep, like, all these new characters keep coming in. Now we haven't heard anything about Gemini Jones in about 6 weeks.
What the fuck?
It seemed so important.
I don't know if you heard the one with 1001 songs that make you want to die, but it was like
those guys were good.
There's a potions master called Fuckster Fungorius or something like that. But yeah, so ongoing mysteries. Oh yeah, what were you going to say?
Oh, nothing to do with the book.
Oh, I was going to say ongoing mysteries. Gemini Jones.
Yep.
Derrick's heritage or backstory.
Yeah.
Can Nearly Dickless Ned get head? Did Harold's dad write The Nutty Professor?
Oh god, that's what I really want to know.
And what was with all that Black Eyed Pea stuff? I still think it was a code language, but you thought it was just a stupid joke.
I'm hoping that one chapter you just go, the boys went into Transfiguration, but the teacher was away, so they wheeled in a TV and they're just watching The Nutty Professor.
And then the credits.
I know, and I would like you to go, so the movie started. Okay. The credits roll, Eddie Murphy starring as whatever, and then you just do the transcript of the entire movie, one chapter. That would be great.
Oh god.
I actually completely different. I forgot about this because I don't think I talked about it in the last one.
Yeah.
You know how there's Wordle?
Yeah.
You know, the Wordle game.
Yeah.
Have you been playing Hogwartle?
Nah. Is it just Wordle but like only Harry Potter themed words? Okay.
It's pretty shit.
Yeah.
Because they also don't let you do words that are when you just add an S on the end of a word. Like,
that's frustrating.
But they only let you do it if it's the right answer.
Oh.
So like
it's tough.
One of the answers was fangs.
Right.
But you can't do like, I don't know.
Because you could
tolls.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's got an S on the end.
But then you could never find out that the S was there.
Yeah, so you have to get it right. Yeah, anyway. But one of them, because I forgot about, one of the characters I forgot about was one of the answers was Pince, Madam Pince.
Yes.
I think when we were naming
who is
the librarian
at Hogwarts.
So I think we were naming as many teachers as we could, and we didn't name Madam Pince.
No.
And she's actually in the movie, I think. In one of the first movies, she's actually appears.
I'd love for that if she just had pincers. Like she didn't have hands, she just had little...
Under her little gloves.
But yeah, it's crazy.
What? Yeah, I don't know.
Another one
what does she do all day?
Professor Astoria or something.
Oh.
Yeah. Amy sent that in. Thanks, Amy.
Oh.
Sam, give your shows a plug. Sam Garlepp, you'll like this one.
Yep, at the Melbourne International Comedy Festival. Yeah, please come. It's very funny.
Comedyfestival.com.au for tickets.
Go to my Instagram or go to the website.
Should we give away a free ticket on the show?
Yeah.
Can we actually?
Sure.
All right.
Well, we'll make it. I guess make it a double pass.
If you want a free, what do they have to do?
I don't
Just
know.
write in. Yeah. Give us a reason to give you a double pass to Sam's show.
Yeah, and Mike. Yeah.
Free double pass.
Yep.
Or should we do a free single pass so they have to buy a ticket for their friend? Free double pass.
Sure. It'd be really bad if right now we said free double pass and then we went back on it because we've already said it now.
Okay, free double pass.
Yeah.
Sam, thanks for coming on, man. Hopefully get you back again soon.
Thanks so much.
You'd be interested
We
in?
shoot hands even though you guys can't see that.
You can't see it. We shook hands. All right, guys, that's all from me. Goodbye. Hamoras. Oh, God.
That wasn't how it
I didn't get any sleep last night. My sleepy kiliitis is going to get you.
My dick.
This episode of Harry Potter and the Boys was brought to you by Radio Mike on Patreon and the 20th Century Boy podcast. For as little as $1 a month, get a bonus podcast every week at patreon.com/Radio Mike. And search 20th Century Boy on your favourite podcast app to hear more from me every single week. See you there. This podcast was a Radio Mike original production. Head to radiomike.com.au to check out all our other content, stay up to date at radio.mike on Instagram, and get in touch, radiomikepod@gmail.com.